Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers mod showcase video. In today's video we are looking at Quartermaster Sanity pack storage. So what you are seeing behind me and what this mod adds are 4 large cargo containers that can only accept a certain type of item. So instead of doing what I usually do and just shove everything into one container in an unorganized mess, you can then have a properly organized storage system on your base, on your ship, for you to use, and it cannot be messed up by a sneaky or lazy person who just wants to dump all their stuff into a single container. So what we get with this mod are 5 blocks. We get 1 large cargo container for each type of thing, so tools, ores, components and ingots, and then we get an access point, which is a tiny little small cargo container which cannot accept anything whatsoever, but it allows you to access the large cargo containers. Ignoring those flashing lights, they really want to get that resource. Yes, you cannot put anything into the access point. They are for accessing the large cargo containers. So what I've got over here, to give a small demonstration of how this works, is a normal large cargo container full of a lot of crap in there. I accidentally spawned several thousand tools, but yes, it should be interesting. In the few tests I've done, it's crashed twice trying to move those tools, so it should be okay doing this. So what I've done is set up a bunch of sorters on top of the cargo containers. Yes, you could do this with a regular cargo container, but this eliminates any possibility of having the wrong items in the wrong cargo containers, so you never have to worry about misplacing an item. So I've set up a conveyor system attached to sorters. The sorters have been blacklisted on certain items they can take, so they can only take the associated item with the cargo container. And if I was to connect this up via a connector, boom, it'll then start pulling through all the resources. Now while that's doing that, I will go over the cost of the item. So this is a regular cargo container. It costs, and you can see that there are some lag spikes in here as it's moving all those tools across. The game does not like moving that many resources, so do be aware of that. But yes, this is a large cargo container which costs 60 interior plates, 20 construction components, 8 computers, 1 display, 20 motors, 60 small steel tubes, 24 metal grids, 60 construction components more, and 300 more interior plates. For the actual items you get from the mod pack, they cost exactly the same. So they only cost the same as a large cargo container, which is unfortunately their downside because they can only accept one type of item, but they cost as much as a universal storage. As for the inventory access point, that costs the same as a small cargo container, so you can just plop that around. The whole point of that, like I said, is basically so you can hide the large cargo containers somewhere underneath your base or somewhere deep inside your ship, and then you can have this little block there where you can access everything and no lazy person can store stuff inside it. But means the lag spike is gone, I believe. Yep, we should be okay to go and peer into... In fact, I can go peer into this one first. So let's take a look into this large cargo container, where the game has crashed. God damn it. So that was unfortunately my issue of spawning in too many tools, but if I was to come across to the large cargo containers here, you can see that it has pulled through basically everything. So that is that large cargo container. If I come back to this one over here, it still has a ton of stuff in it. I think I've just duplicated all the stuff in that cargo container. Coming into the all large cargo container, we can see it's moved across them. Going over to the components, and then coming across to the ingots, we can see it's put it all across, including the old scrap metal. Now one thing we can do to make this even better is bring in the mobs, which are the build and repair systems. So let's go and drop you on top of here and switch you on. So I've added in the build and repair system now, and I'm going to grind away this large cargo container. So what has happened there is a massive load of tools have just suddenly appeared, and thanks to the block cleanup, it's just stolen everything. But the build and repair system is very slowly going to pick up all the stuff around it. So there we go. is now going to pick it up, drop it in, and it's going to keep picking it up, and it will give it to the correct cargo container, which is this one over here. But anyway, that is it for this mod. It's a very simplistic mod that has quite a lot of uses if you are sick of having stuff put in the wrong cargo container, because if you use an automated collection system such as the build and repair system, it will still go into the correct cargo container, saving you a lot of hassle, because I know that if I come all the way over to this one, I will always have ore in this cargo container. So it'll be in the description below if you wish to download and try it yourself. I highly recommend you do, because this is another very useful mod to have around. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be back with another showcase video some point soon. Bye bye.